Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's happening, beautiful humans? Oh, it is so good to be home to a dreary and cold, windy Las Vegas. 63 degrees. It was 56 when I landed, and it was raining, which is just beautiful and amazing. The desert rains. It is good to be home after a quick trip. Like a quick trip to Boulder, which, by the way, is nowhere near the Denver airport. A lot of driving, a lot of travel time for an amazing event. Kudos to Sarah Glenn and the entire team at Dragonfly Wellness and Dragonfly Media. It was awesome. We'll talk about that more in a moment. That was a whirlwind trip, is really the only way to explain it. We got exciting things happening. 125 Practitioner 2s arrived. 550 or so headphones just arrived. And our next container is in QC as we speak. So I got big updates for you. First, let's talk about inventory. We do have 4, I believe, inHarmony Sound Lounge 2s that are pre-sold. We are out of stock. That's been the running story here for the last couple of weeks and months. I got 80 in quality control right now, so we're going to make up for lost time pretty quickly. 69 inHarmony massage tables, 121 inHarmony Practitioner 2s left. I don't know why it still says 120 cleared customs. I'll update that. But we've got 121 in stock. We are shipping in real time. 91 black inHarmony meditation cushions, 47 beige, 650 headphones. Check that number out. That's awesome. There were 100 in our other warehouse, by the way. That's how we got up to 650. 11 eye masks. We got 1,000 of those on the way. There are some really exciting things happening from a production standpoint, and we are gearing up for the holiday season, which I'm pretty excited about as well. So, as I mentioned, 125 inHarmony Practitioner 2s arrived last week. They're already in the warehouse. They've already been received. We've already shipped our back orders. We've already been selling them. So those are in full flow. Our next 3 containers are in production. I believe we just sent our PO for our fourth container, which is absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, that's going to be first quarter of next year. However, our next 3 containers are already in production with delivery dates in November, delivery dates to us in November, December, and January. This is pretty exciting. So our next container that's going to be loaded, I'm told by today or Monday, is in quality control. We test everything. We make sure all the quality is there. It then gets packaged, boxed, and out. And the QC process is the last process to make sure that everything is packaged correctly and ready to rock and roll. The delivery date is TBD because it's not on a vessel yet. Those vessels have been taking 2 to 3 weeks to get here, and then really only less than a week to clear customs and get to our warehouse. So I expect about 30-day turnaround from the time we get the vessel loaded until the time it's in my warehouse. And of course, I'll know a lot more about this in the coming days. 80 inHarmony Sound Lounge 2s, 150 cushions, I believe, is what's in this container. And we're in stock on everything else. And then the rest of the containers are a healthy mix of Sound Lounge 2s, Practitioner 2s, massage tables, etc. And again, I'll have a better breakdown of that in the coming weeks. But as of right now, the most exciting news is that we've got a container coming with another 80 inHarmony Sound Lounge 2s. I'm pretty pumped on that. I'm pretty pumped on this next note as well, which is inHarmony Media and Music Meditations app. We have 192 music meditations. And by the way, if you have not listened to 285 Volume 2, let me tell you, Anthony and I are about to go live on Instagram here right after this live, and we're actually going to talk about it. I'm going to share my experience with this music meditation. We had a birthday party here on Saturday night, and we probably had 30 or 40 people here, and I made just about everybody take time away from the party so that they could go do at least 22 minutes, if not 33 minutes. I have yet to do the full 96-minute release. That's the full release right there, 96 minutes. I think I might do that today, maybe even into tonight. We will figure that out. But I highly, highly recommend. Kudos to Anthony. He and I haven't even spoken because of my travel schedule and his travel schedule. We're just going to hop right on live and we're going to talk about it. It is so different. It is so unique. It is so powerful. I mean, so powerful. The transformation that I felt, the vibrations, the vibratory experience, the journey that you are taking on. I'm going to save some of this for the Instagram live. I'm just really proud of what Anthony is creating, what we're doing from an inHarmony Media perspective. Our music is through the roof, absolutely incredible. On the Sound Lounge 2, it feels so good. Anyway, I am absolutely honored and super excited about it. Join us on Instagram here in I don't know, I would say in the next 10, 15 minutes. Anthony and I'll be live over there. If you haven't uninstalled and reinstalled our app, thank you, David. David was actually at the party and cut away from a party with all of our friends and family so that they can. I was like, look, you guys got it. Everybody's got to do a session tonight. It was that incredible. Anyhow, indeed, indeed, indeed. If you haven't uninstalled and reinstalled our app, now is the time to do that. We've been doing a lot of database updates to the back end, and if you have older file types, I've talked about this before. I don't need to dwell on it, but if you haven't deleted and reinstalled the app, now's the time to do it. It clears your cache. You will have to re-download. Your favorites will still stay. You will have to download your music meditations again, and that's to make sure you get the correct file type. Android tiles. We are having a problem on the slower Android tablets, and we've been working on this for a couple of weeks. The problem is very simple. It's a visual one, and that is the tiles are not coming up. Hello, screen. The tiles are not coming up. You can see up here, no tiles. So I don't know exactly what the fix is yet. We believe it's a database issue on the back end, and we believe it's the type of database that we're using. So we have been investigating what this looks like. The music meditations play perfectly. So the playback works, the repeat function, the playlist function, fast forwarding and rewinding, all of that works perfectly, as does the repeat function, but you just don't have the visual of the tile. So this is not a red alert from my perspective. It's just a visual. So we're going to make sure that we get this right. The problem is the slower processors. And I know that I recommended the ONN tablet and I recommended the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. These were great options for us. However, as our database has increased in size, the efficiency of the database is what is causing playback issues and reference issues, is what I'm told. So our dev team is working on it. I don't have a fix. I don't have a timeline. We're working on some dashboard backend updates. We're working on the monetization of the app for artists to contribute music. And we're still working on a web version, which I know we're closer and closer. It's a big undertaking. It is in the works. I don't have a release date on it yet, but that is absolutely something that is coming. I just got back from Boulder Wellness Week. Let's talk about events here for a moment. Dragonfly Media and Dragonfly Wellness. There were like 150 speakers at this event, and I got to tell you, it was really, really, really special. It's still happening right now. If you're anywhere near Denver or Boulder, it's a free ticket. I highly recommend heading up there. The speakers were absolutely insane. Like, it was incredible. Talk after talk after talk had some of the most profound insights in the health and wellness space. I'm honored to be a speaker. I was honored to be there. inHarmony got a ton of shout outs. We had a ton of family and friends there that represent us, that are affiliates for us, that love our products, that use our products personally. It was a phenomenal place for me to be, and it was a great panel. Unbelievable panel. So the panel that I was on was called Harnessing Light and Vibration, Crystals for Deep Healing or for Deep Recovery. And I sat on the panel with Arthur Franklin and Sarah Turner. It was facilitated by Dr. Olivia Lessler. And talk about Arthur here first, because this is called a crystal blanket, and it's literally made out of crystals. It's organic cotton with this 96 crystal and mineral blend that's woven into it. I slept on this last night. I don't sleep well in hotels. As much traveling as I do, I don't sleep well in hotels. I've got my routine. I've got my air filter. I've got all the things that I do. I do not sleep well. And I put this down on the bed last night. I only got 5 hours of sleep. I literally just woke up when the alarm went off. Like, it was absolutely phenomenal. So needless to say, I'm super excited about this. I'm going to embroider this for inHarmony. Arthur and I are talking about doing something together and actually bringing this as an inHarmony blanket. It's not a new item yet, but it is something that I want to be a new item, because when we find these amazing technologies and these incredible humans doing incredible things, I want to bring them to you. So I don't know if this is just going to be something that we're going to sell through our website as a great add-on, or if it's going to be something that's going to be branded, maybe with a small logo in the corner. Maybe we'll do the purple one because they have a purple blanket, which I really like. So I don't know exactly what's happening here yet, but I do know I absolutely love this blanket. It's light. I easily fit into my carry-on on the plane. I didn't need it, but it was anyway. I'm a huge fan of this. All right. Then let's talk about Sarah Turner. Sarah Turner is a researcher from London. I recorded the entire talk. Obviously, Dragonfly Media is going to release it. They're launching a new network. We did some backstage interviews for that. We've got a ton of great content that's going to be coming out there. I recorded the entire panel. I have it on 2 different recordings. We're going to combine that, clip it, cut it down. There was a ton of audience participation that I'm going to actually cut out because they were actually talking about the same questions that we were. I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. It was awesome. So I'm super pumped on this panel. The things that we got to talk about, the things we got to hear from Olivia and Arthur and Sarah, panels are awesome. I love keynotes. I love being up, kind of sharing what's going on in our world, but there's nothing like a panel discussion. We completely went off script. At one point, Olivia just literally just threw it down. She was like, this isn't working for me. I just need to have a conversation. Like, this was one of those amazing panels of 4 people that one of the questions Olivia actually asked, she was like, why are crystals, light, and vibration on a panel together? Because Arthur's focus is on crystal therapy. Sarah's research is really focused around red light and photobiomodulation and infrared light, and obviously sound and vibration. So the answer to that question is phenomenal. And we're going to share that with you. We're going to cut this up into snippets. This was one of those amazing, amazing talks. Chuck Hyde from the Boulder Light Club was set up with Lucia Light and his tables. He had an inHarmony sound lounge there. He had 4 inHarmony meditation cushions that were set up down with a halogen light on the eyes, which is also something that I'm very interested in. The halogen light is basically like the sun, super rejuvenative, unbelievable deep meditation that I had with just a white halogen light on the face. I got some pictures and video from that as well. It was awesome. Noah Aon, shout out to Pavel and the entire team. He was there with his family, his new daughter, and he did a DJ set. They had their entire setup with the neurovisor and all of their supplements and their EMF blocking technology. They had a big booth and a big setup. Shout out to Tyler Kolodny and his entire crew and family. They were doing alchemy and elixirs and body work and quantum healing. That was an incredible activation. It was absolutely fantastic. So many more people to name. Teresa McVetti. Michael Potter was there. Kyle Brown did an incredible job. Stephanie Kwan. It was absolutely incredible. Like, I love going to events. I love connecting with you all. I love seeing you. So many new people, Dr. Carla, so many new people we got to meet in the Boulder area and folks that had traveled in as well. Dr. Paul was there from Echo Water. Like, it was just really awesome. And you can tell I'm still coming off a high from the event. I literally just landed an hour and a half ago. And this was that event. It was that electric event that was just absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, it's still happening now. If you're in Boulder, if you're around Denver area, I highly recommend heading up there and checking it out. As far as travel, towards the end of the month, I'm heading to Chicago. I'm going to see a few of our affiliates and friends in Chicago for a few days. And then November 7th to the 10th, going camping with my family. Oh, I got to put David Meltzer on here. We're filming season 7 of David Meltzer. I'll be in the studio November 6th, 12th, and 13th. I will go back and edit that in the Telegram apps and on the YouTube channel as well. December 10th through the 15th is the medical massage event here in Las Vegas. That'll be headed up by Kate Holloman and previously Kate Sagan. She recently got married. December 13th to the 15th is A4M here in Las Vegas, which there were so many people that were at the event. Sarah Turner's going to be there. Dr. Olivia Lessler's going to be there. I think Arthur's coming into town too. And I'm heading out of town. I don't think I'm going to be here. As of right now, the plan is to drive across the country in my RV with my family for a family reunion in Florida. And driving across the country takes time, especially with a 4.5-year-old. So I'm not sure exactly when we're going to leave. A4M does not end until the 15th. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that happen. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to get on the road. And then after New Year's, we've got CES. That's kind of what's on the horizon and what's happening. It is very good to be home. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing what we're doing here at inHarmony. Thank you for paying such close attention to this very relative conversation. Thank you for being a part of this community. I hope you have a spectacular day.